What is going on, everybody? My name is Bleeves. We're here to talk about cryptocurrency, and we've got a nice big pump going on with Bitcoin, with Ethereum, with everything in this market having a nice little run. The question is, will it continue, or is this a bull trap? That is the big question of the day. Now, if you like the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure that you leave a comment down below letting me know that you love cryptocurrency. And if you have any questions for Ask Bleeves, which is a show coming very, very soon, then make sure that you leave those questions down in the comments below. And also, we got Elon Muskrat. We got Ben Token. We've got Luna Classic. We're going to do things a little bit differently around here for the next couple days, see how it goes. We're not really formatting a change, but we are going to throw in a little bit of a quote-unquote curveball here and there for you guys. But big news, FTX hacker has just moved $38 million over the last few days, which is a big, big move. I'm going to tell you why Bitcoin ran up over 28,000 this weekend. Spoiler alert, shorts got wrecked. VanEck has just launched an Ethereum futures ETF. That just basically means that they are trading futures for people who are not actual futures traders. Then we have what's going on in Ben World. Crazy stuff happening over there. Luna Classic, crazy stuff happening over there. Did I mention Elon Muskrat? If I did, you're welcome. If I didn't, shame on me. It's not financial advice, but I'm always right.
It's your boy Bleed. Everybody listen up. Let's get it. I'm trying to put money in your pocket. That crypto wallet. That bing bada bing ching ching big profit. Even when the market's sideways, I'm looking for ways to get paid. I'm checking my coins around breakfast, then again around bedtime. Bet this, it's not financial advice, but I'm always right. 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 I'm always right.
Folks, you are watching the most believable buff bod in crypto, coming at you to tell you all of the news that you've been missing out in cryptocurrency. If you like the channel, make sure that you hit that like button and make sure that you leave a comment. That helps the video to trend throughout the course of the day, and daddy needs that. So let's get into saying hello to everybody. Aaron Thompson's in the house. Good morning. Aaron Thompson says bull trap. Aaron, when you say stuff like that, you got to lead off with spoiler alert, because yes, I do think that it's a bull trap. However, I do have an analyst who says that $20,000 is no longer in the equation. He says that we are probably headed way, way up. So we'll see what happens over the next little while. You never know. Also, good morning to Brian Maver. Mike Vollmer's in the house. 42 Clamato, the juice, the vampire is in the house. Richard Caldwell's in the house. Remington Perot is trying to put money in your pocket. That crypto wallet, that bing bada bing ching ching, big profit. JC, did Bleeves change the time he comes on? Didn't he used to start at 8:30? He never started at 8:30. Every once in a while he'll go live at 7:30 when there's something to do early, like for example, when we get CPI numbers, CPI data, something like that. Free the Lizard, Gary from the Snakes, Gary the Lizard. Yeah, that pretty much describes him. Gazzer's in the house. Lloyd Wales. Hope you're cheering for Wales in the Rugby World Cup. Why would I not? Why would I not? Richard Nelson, good morning. Crypto Guy 1976, good morning. T-Rex is in the house. Jason Pollins is here. Grant Vorshuk. Diggy's in the house. CODM in crypto. What is going up? Pumptoberfest is here. Trail Boss, good morning. The Bears suck. The Bears found a way. Guys, you wouldn't believe it. And I got a lot of people out here going just like buck wild on some just wildness for the Chicago Bears. And what they said was and let's face it, it was 28-7. Justin Fields had a win. All the Bears had to do was give up less than 27 points, and the defense did give up less than 27 points. However, Justin Fields then threw fumbled for a touchdown, and then with the game on the line, he decided that the coolest thing that he could possibly do was throw an interception, and the Bears lost. So, but the problem is everybody else. It's not Justin Fields, and it's, guys, difficult. Complicated football stuff. You know what I mean? CEO says Musk. J. Manuel, good morning. Aaron Thompson says, what's up, fam? Wizard Sells in the house. Jamie Bridges says, top of the morning. Don T is in the house. Dave, let's go, Musk. Joni Metcalf. Musk has a game coming out over the next couple days. Should be real exciting. Hope you guys are excited for that. Nando says, believes. He's right. Angel is in the house. Maddie B's in the house. Kevin Johnson's in the house. Daniel V is volting it up. We got some Volt content for the day, too. Travis Geeson's in the house. I have a Coinbase wallet. Is that an okay wallet for us? I'm holding to DCH every week, $100, $200 a week. That is absolutely fine. As long as you're using a Coinbase wallet, that is a DeFi wallet. The Coinbase exchange is, of course, centralized, but if you're using the Coinbase wallet, if you're using a Trust wallet, if you're using the Crypto.com wallet, that is downloadable separately, by the way. If you're downloading it separately, generally speaking, that is a DeFi wallet like MetaMask as well. When Bleeds Crypto Channel, brought to you by Ben Armstrong. I have no idea about that, man. Maybe something will happen. Maybe something won't. I don't know. I don't know how that plays out. You know what I mean? I have to wait at this point for them to get their partnerships. By the way, they got today should be the day that you start to see a lot of stuff happening for Ben going forward. So I think this is going to be a good day for Ben and for the channel in general. You've got Jay Chains, who's back. You've got AJ Writes Crypto. You've got Ben Armstrong. You've got the three amigos back at it right now. You might even get a fourth coming pretty soon. I don't know that Frankie is moving that way, but you never know. Maybe you'll see a guest appearance or something like that. Possible. Anything. Cryptonomics in the house. Chuckles is here. Redbeard OG in the house. Crypto Mojo. Oh my God, I just said Moji. Crypto Mojo in the house. Degen Zen. Ben Ambassador for New Jersey. Toxiocto. I hope I said that name right. S. Logan's in the house. What is going on? Strike A4M. Strike Aim? A4M? Oh, goddamn it. I'm not going to get that one right. Ruben Montez in the house. Diamond Nuts is here. We made it through September, and we had a positive September, which is absolutely bonkers. The last time, 9 years ago, and we had 3 straight positive months through October, November, and December. So if this is any indication of what might happen, then maybe, just maybe, we're about to get something really, really cool. So who knows? We're all just here waiting to see what goes on. Mario's in the house. FK is in the house. You're a sellout, bro. As if you want promote Volt Inu or make any video on Volt Inu for free, you're fake as F. Thank you so much for that. And as a matter of fact, at least I'm honest about it. You know what I mean? At least I'm honest about it. And FK, I don't know what you're talking about with me fudding Volt Inu. If you're talking about I'm the person that's selling on the chart, nope, it wasn't me. Matter of fact, I've never sold. So I am the one that's holding the line for you. It's other people who are selling on you, and you better ask your mama about that one. Robert T is in the house. Ken Gillette, please spits facts. Jojo says I'm here. Crypto Diver in the house. Here we go. Can't believe you stopped promoting Volt Inu because of money. Weren't you a Volt holder? I'm still a Volt holder. So technically, you were a shit talker who was being paid. So why would anyone believe anything you have to say? Because I'm honest about it. Because I tell everybody exactly what I think. And FK, the simple answer to this is, for anybody who ever wonders why I talk about a project when I'm being promoted and sponsored by those people, it's because they're paying me to promote and sponsor that project. But when they stop paying me, then what they're telling me is that that promotion is no longer valuable to them. And that's okay, because I can still be a holder. As a matter of fact, I'm still a holder of 100x gems. I'm still a holder of WagMe. I haven't been paid by WagMe since I did a promo for them a year and a half ago, but I still talk about WagMe positively. I still talk about Volt positively. So it's very, very simple. Once you've done a sponsorship, once you've done something like that, it's very difficult to come back here and say, hey, you know what? All this stuff that we were paying you for, we want you to continue doing it, but for free. And it just doesn't work that way, because other people will pay. Speaking of other people who will pay, we do have a group of sponsors over here. So if you have not already, please go check out Gate.io up here. We got a new little thing going around here. We've got MEXC Global up here. We've got NordVPN down here, and we've got RubyDex over here. So there you go. We do have sponsors who do find value, and that is what we use. So there you go. And as a matter of fact, just so everybody understands, I don't have to talk about your project at all. I do it because I like it. I do it because I like the crypto space. Sometimes I do it for engagement, but it's very, very simple. It's very, very simple. I am not the person who sold on you, FK. I am never the one that sold on you. I am the champion out here. I am still the most vaulted man in crypto, because I never sold about 1 trillion tokens on you. I never did that. I never borrowed money with CoinRabbit. I never did all of those things. So when you try to blame me for it, fine, you can do that, but that's ridiculous. It's 2%, so it's not high. So I don't know why you would say that. It's going to stay at 2%. That's just going to be it's 2% in, 2% out, and that's just going to be the number that we're going with. And that's not going to change. However, it certainly helps me if you sign up for Gate.io, MEXC, NordVPN, and I don't know where I ended up, by the way, for the month. So I'll let you guys know as soon as I get some clarification. Then I'll let you guys know where I ended up on the NordVPN over here, because I know we were looking for like 21. I think it was like 18 or 19. I think I might have missed it by a couple. And then RubyDex over here is actually really, really cool, because it's a decentralized exchange that you can do that you can do a futures trading. You can do limit trading. You can do a whole lot with that. So let's go in and let's just start talking about crypto and see what we've got going on. First and foremost, we got to talk about the entire market is in the green right now. 24-hour totals. We got Bitcoin SV up 16%, Thorchain up 12.5%. Matter of fact, $38 million. That $38 million hacker moved his money through Rune in the Thorchain. So we've got eCash, we've got Render, we've got Mantle, Optimism having good days, but Bitcoin is the one that dominates the room, always dominates the room. That is the absolute coolest, of course. Now, because we do a lot of degen plays over here, the Ethereum pairing is important, and Ethereum is up 2.64%. So we're having a nice little day. Now, this relief rally is going to be brought to you by the derivatives market. So let's get into a little bit of news, and then we're going to do a few things a little bit different as we get going forward here. FTX hackers moved 38 million in the past few days. Now, it's pointed out over here that they moved it through Thorchain and Railgun, which of course, which both are pumping, which is just absolutely crazy because this guy is trying to move this stuff through a specific location that starts pumping it. It's kind of a criminal act here. Absolutely weird. But this is just kind of let you know that the hacker who hacked FTX, 275 million. And here's the important part right here. The losses are now estimated 350 million. However, it says the hacker's identity remains a mystery, but Sam Bankman-Fried said in an interview that an insider, potentially a former employee or another malicious actor, may have acquired the private keys. John Ray III, who took over as the CEO, disclosed in a prepared testimony that FTX kept the private keys to its wallets unencrypted and employed subpar security measures. So, unbelievable. Next, Bitcoin price skyrockets past 28,000. Here's why. And listen, a lot of people gave you a lot of different reasons over the weekend. One of the reasons being that Grayscale's triumph over the SEC. That people are, this is just, it was inevitable that it was going to pump. However, this right here basically sums up a lot of what's going on. And by the way, the government shutdown being averted was one of the situations in which people said, oh my God, this is going to happen. Guys, make sure that you hit the like button on the way in. Let me get that going. As a matter of fact, let's keep the heat on here. This is basically a $392 million short squeeze. During yesterday's surge, a staggering 392 million in Bitcoin short positions, or about 7.7% of the total open interest in the market, were swiftly liquidated. That's not the market just deciding, oh, it's time to run, okay? That is the market actively working against you to steal your money. Don't kid yourself. This is exactly what goes on. You see it every single day. This was just the market squeezing out the shorts. So remember that. Now, VanEck has launched an Ethereum futures ETF, which means they're launching the Ethereum Strategy Fund, a uniquely active managed ETF designed to generate capital gains by investing in Ether futures contracts. We've got the first Ethereum futures ETF out here from VanEck, which is amazing. This is actually a huge thing for cryptocurrency going forward. So kudos and shout out there. Now, this is what you saw in Bitcoin yesterday. You saw this gigantic move right here. Now, the thing about it is the move has sustained right now and continued to rally to the upside, which means we do have, by the way, I should point this out, on the 1 hour, we've got a bearish divergence that's played out as well. And we've got the 2 hour. We don't have the same thing. So we're only confirming it on one chart at this point. But as you start to get into some of these other ones, you see this looks like a massive spike about to come down. By the way, new point of control established at 27,565, which would indicate that maybe we're going to have a correction to the downside, maybe coming to this level before bouncing back, if we're going to bounce, in fact, up. Now, going back to the 1 hour, let's kind of look at this, and where do we go from here would become, the biggest question, right? And the answer to that is, I think we're coming back down, or it would be logical to assume that we're coming down. However, here's the thing. If we end up playing these positions, then the logical step for the derivatives traders, the logical move at this point is going to be for them to find maximum liquidity, right? Maximum liquidity means that they're going to be looking for where they can get most of the money. Now, most of the money would tell you, or most of the traffic would tell you, that people are probably looking in this range right here or this range right here as the spot where the maximum amount of liquidity is. So it is very possible that we see a big dump. Now, we saw this big move to the upside, and we've seen moves like this before. We saw it come here, and it come right back down. We saw it come here and right back down. We saw it come here, did not go down all the way. That was the first notice that something had changed and that the dynamic had shifted. However, we also saw the same thing right here, where we saw this big move down and this big move up, but then it was coupled with another big move, and then we didn't regain that. So you've got all of these moves that are continuing to play out. Now, the question would become, is that move going to play out? Are we coming down? Are we about to get wrecked? And in fact, the most likely scenario of play out is to get back into this 26,000 range, as you see right in this area. Now, the reason for that, play devil's advocate with me here. The most likely scenario is that everybody's starting to get bullish. Everybody getting bullish means that a bunch of people are putting their money into the market. If people are starting to get bullish, if people are saying, oh my God, we've got this move, the bull run might be on. If that's what we're feeling right now, then the market tends to react the opposite, because that's how you take the money from people. That's how you win at crypto. So the most likely scenario to play out here, in my opinion, would be that this is coming back down. Now, the question becomes, when will it come down? And we've got, today we've got the ISM manufacturing, probably not. Then we've got the job openings. That's a decent spot for something to crash. Then we got the service PMI, and then we've got farm payroll and unemployment. So we've got a couple days here. So it is possible that this takes out and takes place over the next couple of days. But we will see how it will play out, because it will, in fact, play out over the next few days. Moving on here, Bitcoin could fall to 21,007 amid bearish sentiment. I want to bring this back up because this is still where the liquidity is. This is still where everything is. I didn't pull up the liquidity maps and everything, but we haven't really changed. We've got a little bit in this range right here, but it's all still down here. So there could be some wild swings coming very, very soon. So guys, if you're crypto enthusiasts, just remember there's going to be some wild ass swings that are coming in the next few days. So buckle up and be prepared for a little bit of volatility. And with that being the case, let's move on, because right now we want to talk about Ben token. We want to talk about what is going on with Bencoin. I want to point out a few of the moves that have been made over the last little while. This week, we're going to get the AMA, where we get the clarification on whether or not the V2 is launched in the next few days. I'm not sure if that's the case or not yet. Again, I want to stress I am not an insider in Bencoin. And that being said, I do talk to Ben Armstrong on a personal level. I am in communication. However, I don't have inside details on what's going to happen. So all I can do is give you what I see on the chart. And when we look at this chart, we are seeing this thing playing out in this descending wedge sort of pattern here. It did bounce off. And guys, this is a long-term thing. So there's going to be either we're going to bounce down to the point of control, which is right here at 16, and then reverse back up, or we could be looking at printing a new point of control and moving back to where we were comfortable with the point of control earlier, which was in this 2000 range. So in the next few hours, we should see either a move towards this, or we're going to see a move back down here, maybe bouncing off this, which, by the way, would represent basically the heart line. And you will see, like in this situation here, you saw a lot of movement near the heart line, positive sentiment. Now, one of the things that I can point out, this right here, unforced error, that was Ben. Unforced error here, that was Ben. Unforced error here, that was Ben. So you do have these moves coming, but I think the moves now are going to reverse themselves. And I think, and don't hold me to this, guys, because this is still a volatile situation until we get some clarity as to what is going on with BitBoy Crypto. There is some information that's probably going to be coming out. I did think it was coming out on Saturday, but that was just J-Chains. There is some more information that I think is going to be coming out very, very soon. So I would be keeping my eye out on that. Along with that, you have the normal movement here, down 352,000 in trading volume, down about, I want to say about 150,000 in market cap. But here is where it gets interesting. New studio, new team, new direction, same me, new bull run. Let's effing get it. The new era begins today, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Crypto only, for real, for real. They are moving on. This is now a managed show. This is a managed showcase of what is going on in cryptocurrency. So you're about to see a whole lot of change. And look, I will tell you, and I'll be perfectly honest with you, I did talk to Ben this weekend, and he is very, very pumped for what the future is going to hold for Bencoin specifically. He is super, super fired up over Bencoin right now. And look, that has had to take a little bit of a back seat. We've got the man himself, actor Jason Crow. And guys, listen, for those of you that don't know, Jason Crow and I have done now 2 movies together. And if the movies suck, it's Jason's fault, because I killed it. And he, you know what I mean. Anyway, so Jason Crow's in the house. This is the guy I do movies with. So be looking for some movies. Scream Dream and The Art of Killing should be coming at some point over the next year or so. And we may have more movies in the pipeline. You never really know, because apparently these guys like to kill me. So we'll see what happens there. Yeah, best of luck on me. But I'll be honest with you, I'm going to die every time. So, but moving on here, be everywhere now. Not a lot of activity right now, because we're just waiting for this AMA to come out so that we can get some clarity on what is going on. Remember, Austin is leaving the team, but for now he is still on the team through the V2 launch. And there is something else that's coming. But again, can't talk about that until it actually gets here. And then to close that out, just a lot going on in the background. And we have Cassie out here retweeting some of the stuff with Ben. Now, these are signals that he's trying to give you to let you know that they are questioning like where the money is at Hit Networks, because they owe a lot of money to Ben. So if you guys are interested, then I would certainly be checking this all out. I'm completely fascinated by where this goes. I do think that Ben is ready to move on with Bencoin. I do think that we are ready for that absolute move to a new level, because I don't think that he wants to be part of that anymore. I think he really just wants at this point to move on. So with that, remember, that was not financial advice. So now the next one that we're going to talk about is going to be Luna Classic. Folks, if you like Luna Classic, you know I've been covering Luna Classic for a long period of time, and I do think that it is on the verge of, I don't know if there's going to be a breakout on it, but I want to show you the charts. And then I want to show you, we just burned 1 billion tokens. So we're just going to kind of look through here and see what it is that we see. Luna Classic trading in an upward fashion. Now, this means that it's a bullish indicator. We've mentioned a point of control and a positive point of control here and another positive point of control here. Bullish indicators overall. However, with respect to this line right here, I should pull out just a little bit and show you guys how wild it is. And boy, that ended tragically. But we have this long standing line here as we come down this way. Look, this trend line has been has been holding the project down all of this time. And look, this trend line actually goes back. You can make an argument that it goes up here, but the trend line really kind of began around September 30th. So over a year ago, we had this we had this movement right here, and all of this time this has been playing itself out, and now it's time for one more run at this position. So what you have right now is you have all of this kind of chop and stuff like that in this area. A move up here likely, and by the way, let me show you an example of when a breakout happens. On the Dow Jones, this is what happened when the Dow Jones broke out. So what I would be expecting is something like this, and then we probably start using it as support. So I don't think that means that there's an actual breakout coming, but we did come down through this descending channel all the way through here, and this is going back to October of last year. Then we had the big move through the end of the year as the Dow Jones itself started to break out. And of course, this breakout was more sideways. So when I go back to Luna Classic, what I'm expecting from Luna Classic is going to be a breakout coming soon. I think we'll get some information about the repeg pretty soon. It'll cause a breakout. We'll probably get a nice little spike up here. Again, we're looking at resistance right in this range at around 8,000. And then we'll probably kind of muddy around here a little bit until we get, through this little sort of area here at 8,000. But then that's when you start to come out to some other areas and look where is the resistance? Well, the biggest level of resistance, as we zoom completely out and start to take an honest look at Luna Classic, the big resistance probably comes in right here at this point of control at that 9,000, 9,100 level. And then you have another one up here at the 1,200 level. Of course, there's always going to be resistance at 1,000. When you're dropping a zero, there's always going to be a little resistance there, but there will be some excitement about it. So we should be able to push through there. But the question is, can we get through here? And then can we like bounce around just a little bit and get ourselves a little bit of momentum to bust through some of these levels? But the big level, the big resistance is going to be at that 9,000 level. So if we can wake up into that range and then from there make something happen, then we're going to be all to the good. Now, on to Station. On Station for governance proposals, looks like we've got the whitelist coin-in wallets for off-chain burns. We've got the Terra Classic infrastructure proposal. We've got the 2.2.2 soft fork, which people are not. I don't think people are interested in forking another way. Add a burn option to lunk trading pairs on exchanges. I don't think that that's going to pass. I don't think anybody's really interested in that. The reason for that, by the way, just so you guys understand, and I want to be specific about on-chain, you can't tell an exchange that they have to create a burn function. Just because Binance did it one day does not mean that you are now entitled to a burn function on every single exchange. People just stop listing it. Like, these people don't understand. So when you see these votes, sometimes they might actually seem like they're good ideas, but the end result of this is people are just like, well, we're just not going to list it because we're not creating a button so that you can voluntarily burn. I mean, come up with a process. You know what I mean? Like, look, crypto's not about donations. Crypto is a capitalist structure. It's even though it's based on libertarian principles, it is a free market economy. It's buy, sell, hodl, do whatever you want to do, try to make money off of it. Like, you don't have, you can't just start telling people what to do. It doesn't work that way. And the centralized exchanges are not subject to any of that. So the Terra Classic infrastructure proposal, this is all nodes. And I don't think what they want to do is, by the way, they wanted to pay all nodes. And I am opposed to paying anybody, because if they pay all nodes, they have to pay everybody. They can't just pay all nodes with some kind of reward. And by the way, all nodes has said that they don't need the money. This is not something about this. This is somebody wanting to give them money for the work that they do. So I'm voting no, or actually I already voted no, but I'm voting no to that. For those of you that are interested, I'm still sitting here. I do have now 12, almost 13 million. If you remember, about a year ago, I had 1 million. So the APR on this has been about 30%, I want to say. So pretty good for that period of time. But I have delegated with all nodes, with node stakes, and with Lunk development. That's Chrissy from the block. If you know who she is on Twitter, that's her Lunk. So if you're interested in Chrissy from the block, then Lunk Development Fund is what she uses. That's her staking facility. So then we have basically 17 million in trading volume. We've got over here on USTC pumping just a little bit, but not tremendously. 5.6 million in volume. When it's time, guys, you will see a massive move on USTC. So it's coming. We just haven't gotten there yet. Binance burned over $1 billion in Luna Classic. So we do have some positivity happening right now. And we are still continuing to add new dApps into the equation. So great things going on, taking longer than we thought, taking a lot longer than we thought, but it is there. It is happening. And we should recognize that at some point, very, very soon, the world is about to change for Luna Classic. And also, we got that gigantic pump on Luna the other day. And because of parity now, because of the parity that we have, that's going to make it a whole lot easier. And if you didn't watch last night, Adam Copeland, which you might know from WWE as Edge, is now in AEW, and he is all elite. So let's get rid of that right there, and then let's get down into, all right, guys. Woo! Shiba Inu. Let's talk Shiba Inu for just a second here before we move on. There is, let's pop this up on the chart. We're starting to have a little bit of a move to the positive. We've seen it start to build, but we don't really have a whole lot of reason for that, right? Basically, we haven't seen the burns get significant. We haven't seen basically the pump right now. It has been or continues to be because Bone has been renounced, and that's going to signal a move at some point. But as you see over here on Bone, let's start here. This is the resistance sort of area right now. This is the most likely area of trade with this one down here at 78 as well. And if we can break through this, then let's zoom out just a little bit, and you will start to see that it builds up. Like, this is a big sort of long-term area. We move maybe up here to the top at 93 cents, and then the breakout would become all the way. Like, we could actually get on a big-time run up to about $1.15. That's because this area right here represents a high level of traffic and trading. We have one little spot right here at about $1.02 that represents a spot where we could probably experience a little bit of static along the way, but it really looks like if we can get some movement, we can get a few listings, because Bone is about to be listed on some major exchanges. When it's listed on those major exchanges, then we'll start to see, I think, and it's my opinion, that we're going to start to see some big time movement, because really it's going to dilute the pool, so to speak. So that's going to be a fascinating move. And I think that that's going to cause a big move back over here, which will lead to, because we're still talking burns. We're still talking about what could happen. And it looks like, basically, it looks like SHIB is we're going to move to a 4-hour to give you kind of a better idea of it. But as you can see right here, the big area is around 81, 86. We're trading at 75 right now. So you're talking about a 10% bump into the basic, the best point of control range that you have right here. Now, if we go to this point of control, there's either we're going to reject off of this and come back down, which would be a great opportunity to accumulate if you missed it. Now, you can take a shot right here, but I wouldn't recommend it because I don't think that that's a good play. But if we bust through this, then we're talking about an 87 or maybe even a 95 move before rejecting back down to this area. This area is going to be representative of a lot of traffic along with this one right here. And you see, of course, it's played out for a long period of time. So there's a lot going on in the SHIB ecosystem. And, we'll see how this all plays out over the next little while. So for Shytoshi, he's been silent, as you guys might know. He's been silent, but he says or indicates that he's about to start making some statements. So as of this point, we don't have any communication from him for the last 30 days. That also the wolf paper, all of the stuff that they've been working on, we might start to see coming out pretty soon. Shiba Inu community warned of 5 distinct scam channels, and that's from the Crypto Basic. And this is from Lucy. If you are looking, then they are talking about a few different channels. There are 5 scam avenues, and if you want to go check this out, that is on the Crypto Basic. There are according to the list, users can be exploited through phishing dApps. This occurs when scammers create another decentralized app closely identical to the legitimate platforms associated. So be on the lookout and start watching. So a lot going on. A lot of people out here trying to get one over on SHIB. So be very, very, very careful. Daily transactions still way down 17,000. So we're not really seeing the massive move that we were expecting. 1.25 million wallet addresses. So there's not a lot going on here. But we have gone into this little, look at this. This was 200,000 transactions, and it's really just kind of dying down at this moment as they're building. So we need some retail coming back in order to see that big pump. SHIB burn shows about 100 million being burned, which is down from the day before. That's the kind of stuff that you want to see. Still not significant, by the way. 579.7 trillion is still the number. Like I said, until we get to 578 trillion, we're not burning. We're not doing very much. So at this point, just a little bit. But burn rate still 100 million for the day. So I guess we'll take it. And then that means that finally we're going to be talking about Volt. So for those of you that are not vaulted, you're actually seeing what has amounted to a pretty significant breakout on the Volt price. And it's been one of those things that you've been kind of waiting for a long period of time. In fact, there is kind of a node that I'm going to point out to you that we're almost getting to. Like, this is a very good sort of breakout moment, because we've had, and I'm going to show you the chart here, and you can check it out. And first thing we'll do is I'm going to expand this to give you kind of an idea. We've had, and these are sell signals. We've had massive sell signals and only a few buy signals just recently. Now, money flow's been in the green, so it's been improving. Here's the problem. Problem is CoinRabbit continued selling off on the chart for a long period of time, because some of the bigger whales in Volt were just selling off on the chart. Basically, that's basically what was happening here. So now the biggest point of resistance coming up right here is going to be this old point of control at 25.16. This area where we were trending for a long period of time before it really started to break down. And guys, the pressure of all of that liquidation from CoinRabbit was starting to get to the market. And I mean, you can't That's all you can do, is just deal with it when it comes, because you can't do anything about it, right? But let's move to a higher time frame and get an idea. Like, once we break 2,500, if there is a break above 2,500, which there could be, by the way, a break above 2,500 gives us a 31 level right here, which is an old point of control. So it is possible that you can see a Volt break all the way up to this 3,000 level. Once you get past that, then you got another big node right here at the 4,000 level. So basically, another one comes up at around the 5,000, but it's really at 58. So there's another big level. So Volt's got a long way to go, but it is now on a reversal. And the question will be how far this reversal can take. Now, here, the problem, obviously, with Volt is, again, that those people up at the top, they put themselves in bad positions by borrowing. So now you have to find new investors in order to get them to spike this price up. So that's going to mean new money has to come in. Problem with it is that you got to come out here and you got to start letting people know, hey, Volt still exists. Volt's got good stuff going on, but people don't really know because it's been here for so long. So this is something that, you're just kind of staring at, and what you'll need is you'll need to lean into some other communities, because basically at this point, like, Volt's not going to bring in new investors at this point to the market. They're going to bring in new investors from SHIB or from WAGMI or from some other project, right? So now those other projects need to know that there's some really cool stuff happening, and I don't know that I assume that they're organized. I assume that they're organized and that they've got this going on, but you're gonna have to reach out into other communities to get new investors and start rattling some cages and let them know, hey guys, guess what we've got going on. And I mean, the Volted Dragon Sailors Club NFT and Volt Island. Volt Island, by the way, pretty fun game. Very, very basic, but fun game, where you can fight and you can use your NFT in order to look a certain way. Really kind of a cool thing. So if you haven't already, certainly go check out Volt. It is not done by any stretch of the imagination, despite what some of the nerds would have you say. A nice little spike and reversal is underway. You probably have one of the better developers in the space right now. Certainly at that lower end of DeFi in the meme space, he's one of the best developers that you will ever find. And they are bouncing off of, and probably this would probably, if it were my choice, by the way, I would not grab right exactly here. I would wait for somebody. I would kind of wait for another big move, anticipating a move into that 3,000. If I see a little more confirmation, a little more pump in the price, then go ahead and give it a ride up to 3,000. That's what I would look for. Then take your profit along the way. Make sure that you are protecting yourself and your investment. If it comes back down, then you're looking for a bounce from this value area low. If it mints a new point of control right here, then you would be looking for a bounce down into the 2,400 range where we are right now. That's and then again, I mean, just sell your original bag, keep in your profit, and then just continue to build off of your profit. If you make good plays, then you can accumulate a nice big bag. And what they really need right now, what Volt needs more than anything else, is people who can hold and not sell their tokens, or not, hedge them for a loan and stuff like that. Like a CoinRabbit's gone, by the way, but they need people who can hold that big bag. And one of their big guys had over 1 trillion tokens. He now has like 70 billion, I want to say. Just a very, very low number compared to where he was before. And you have to replace that 1 trillion. Like, somebody's holding that. It increases the value, but nobody's holding that at this point. It's just back into the community pool. So again, that's what we're looking for, and that's what I hope causes a breakout. You can see here from the price for the last 24 hours, it's been a nice little run. $2 million in trade volume, not nearly as much as it had been before, but it doesn't need to be high volume for the price to go up. It only has to, for the price to kind of stay like this. This is the move that caused a big spike. There was another move before that caused a big spike, so then you can trade sideways after that happens. And then finally, you have the Volt Island beta, which has been out for a few months over here. If you're interested, go check out Crypto Latina. Go check out Gain Bangers. You got plenty of stuff going on. Follow Volt Inu Official on Twitter. That is a decision that only you can make. Here's what I'm saying. The optimal way for you to play is you put your investment in, and when it pumps a little bit, you take your original investment out, and then you have a little bit, then you still hold your bag. You leave your moon bag in, right? Well, if you decide that you're going to play this chart, then what you do is you look for a dip every single time, and then you continue to add to your bag every single time. And I mean, basically, you just continue to accumulate. So if you're buying, say, 5 billion tokens, you buy 5 billion tokens, and it runs up, and you sell, and you can get your money back with 4 billion tokens. Well, now you've accumulated 1 billion tokens that you're holding, let's call it permanently. Then you wait for another dip, and when the price goes back down, then you buy with that 4 billion again, which maybe you buy 5 billion tokens. It's the amount of money. And then you let it accumulate. And then when it pumps up again, then you sell your original investment. Now you have, say, 2 billion tokens. So then the next time you buy, you're buying 5 billion. Now you've accumulated 7 billion tokens, and you just continue to do that. And look, you can long-term hodl. That's a choice that everybody has to make, right? But I mean, you really also have to face it. Even if you were quote unquote long-term hodling, if you were taking loans out against your money, were you really? You know what I mean? Like, so, and you have zero tax, so you have zero penalty coming in and out. So that old just hold it forever thing, that's not going to work at this moment because there's zero tax, there's zero cost in and out. So the best thing that you can do for the project is to continue trading that chart, continue to create volume for the chart, because if you create volume for the chart, then guess what? That's what people are attracted to. They're attracted to liquidity and volume. So yeah, you really should be trading on the chart and pumping it up, giving it a spot, pumping up, accumulating more every single time. If you make good moves, then you make good moves. And then finally, over here, it's time to talk about, we might be froze. Hey, type in chat if you can. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, now it is time to talk about Elon Muskrat. If you haven't already, you can go check it out. I launched this because of 100x gems, and here is where this chart is right now. A little over 100,000 market cap, 17,000 in liquidity, and it just would appear to me like I put this in here a little while back, saying that this is the kind of the levels, blah 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 blah, that I would expect that there would be a move here. It looks like maybe we can break a zero here, and the reason for that is, let me come over here and let me just pop this up on the screen here, because officially we now have, if it loads, because we're still doing some work on it, but we officially have a Muskrat hangout in the metaverse. So we are launching a game here. So this is me in the metaverse. You saw my video on Ben on Saturday, if you did see it, and this is what it all looks like. This is, if you want to go play a game, there's a little game thing over here. There is a game, by the way, that you can play for Muskrat, and you can earn Musk tokens for doing that, by the way. Let's go down here and let's see what games we have right now that are on tap. Let's go play this game. That's Racing Empire. This is Punch Hero. And then we may not be ready yet, but this is Infinite Ascent. Yeah, so we don't have the game out here yet, but there is a we do have, by the way, a Muskrat guitarist in here, and we do have a Muskrat ninja that's in here, and we do have a Cacodemon from Diablo. Oh my God, from Doom, I want to say. So yeah, good times. So if you haven't already, then definitely go check out Elon Muskrat. We do have a game launching in the next couple days. It should be a lot of fun to play. The important thing is having fun, right? So we're going to have fun with this, and I am working on obtaining and getting a blockchain for Elon Muskrat. So there's going to be a lot of stuff coming. And by the way, you can jump off of this and fall for a little while and then pop back up onto. So don't worry about if you fall off of the land, and the land probably gets built out. Now, This is brought to you by Spatial.io, which is certainly looking at moving into blockchain technology. Currently, they are a game development company, and this provides them. We are basically going to be kind of a test market here. If there's interest here in the metaverse, by the way, just so you guys know, I'm going to be. I don't know if I can get there right now because I don't think we have the portals open. Yeah, I don't think I have the portals open. But if wait a minute, maybe this was the portal. No. So we have a portal that I'm going to go make shows from. So what'll happen here is you're going to be seeing, like, I'll be able to put, actually, maybe I am admin here. No, I'm not admin in this. I'm admin in the actual Muskrat world. This is just a hub. But in the in that area, I am a host, and I can actually broadcast the show or my show from inside this metaverse. So it is entirely possible for me to be inside the metaverse and talking to you guys. And we could do educational content, for example. If you hold a certain amount of Musk tokens, then you can come in for technical analysis training and education, stuff like that. There's a lot of different stuff that we can do with this. So that's what we're going to be looking to do. And as you can see from this, there is a potential and a possibility for a nice little breakout. Now, if we catch a little bit of fire with Spatial.io, big game developer, by the way, if we catch a little bit of fire with Spatial.io, then, you know, we're sitting at 110,000 market cap right now. This could pump up to $1 million or $2 or $5 million market cap in a very short span of time. Like, we're sitting here consolidating in this channel with an opportunity for that breakout. And we're, you know, I told you guys, you know, I was on the fence about, you know, what I was going to do with this over the long term. But as the days progress, then, you know, things start to become a little more clear, and there's a lot more going on. So it is potential that we come up here, drop that zero, come back for a retest, and then start to move up to the all-time high. Use that, of course, and then just start making our way up to a couple million market cap. It is potential that could happen. But if you go to Advanced AI, it passes the Advanced AI sniff test. If you go to Token Sniffer, it's 80 of 100 because I have a big wallet that I haven't like created a marketing wallet because we want to do staking, we want to give away tokens. So, you know, you can win tokens by playing the game. And I can't play the game for you right now because it's not up. It's still being, like, we have to put the graphics together and stuff like that. But they'll be ready, I think, tomorrow. Like, I think we're going to launch on Wednesday. So if you're interested and you want to play the Believes Elon Muskrat game, then it's basically you got 60 seconds to get as many tokens as you want. And then after that, the winner gets the most tokens. So, or the winner gets tokens for Elon Muskrat. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But anyway, that's it, guys. That's the day. I hope you guys, hope this was a little bit different. I wanted to make this a different sort of, a different sort of thing that we did, and I hope you guys liked it. We covered Ben, we covered Luna Classic, we covered Bitcoin, we covered Volt, we covered Elon Muskrat, we covered a bunch of different tokens. If you have other tokens that you want to be covered, put them in the comments on this video after it is over. In the meantime, thank you so much for tuning in. This is not financial advice. My name is Believes. I am always right. I appreciate each and every one of you that you take the time to come over and check me out. If you haven't already, then go check out Gate.io, MEXC Global, NordVPN, or Ruby Dex, because they are helping me out to fund this channel. And to be fair, if you can help me out for futures trading, the best thing that you can do for me right now, if you want to help me, is sign up for a membership on this channel and start trading at Gate.io and NordVPN. Use that for your privacy, security, and the protection that only a VPN can provide you. And we will talk to you again tonight.
It's been a long day, I mean a long week, maybe a long year, so let's get something clear. We're gonna stock up on some party favors later on. Tell everybody